Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? My name is Aaron Shackelford, and today I'm going to be discussing with you my first time trying out weed. And let me tell you, I'm a pro weed kind of person. I'm also a very pro choice person. I basically say, you know what? Let people do what they want. Who are we to say they can't do it just because, well, oh, it's unhealthy? Either way. So, I basically wanted to tell you about the first time I did weed, and let me tell you, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I really did like it, and I have to say was I ended up getting like I would have to say a bong, I think, or one of those smoking pipes when I turned 18, when I turned 19, and I got my very own pot pipe. So the first time I did it, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I started smoking it, and I didn't know what getting high was like. I always thought it was like one of those cartoon scenarios where it's like, okay, you start seeing green shit, you start hearing music, and I was half right, but I couldn't really, I could just only see it in my mind. Like, I will tell you this, I started liking Pink Floyd as soon as I started doing it, and it was amazing. You know, like, I thought I was hearing subliminal messages, and I was basically, what ended up happening was I started listening to it, and it got to the point where we ended up kind of just having a lot of fun, technically. And being the stupid college kid I was, or the college guy I was, I ended up just kind of, going, maybe I'll try some more. And I ended up having a pot brownie. I had one of those edible things, and I ate it at first, which really wasn't too bad. It was just like minty, and I ended up eating it, and let me tell you, I was full on the floor, like laughing my ass off. Like, I was basically the Joker at that very moment. And it wasn't too bad, I have to say, for damn sure, but it was kind of like one of those, oh my god, I can't stop laughing situations. You basically end up cracking up. I started laughing a lot over the stupidest shit, and this one guy that came, he's like, what the hell? Like, even he was just like, what the hell are you on? And my friend had to explain to him it was my first time trying weed. He's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, how you doing, buddy? And I'm like, I'm good. I ended up flat out saying, you know what I realized? It's wrong to hate people because of the color of their skin. He's like, I used to hate blacks, but I remembered, oh my god, I love dark humor jokes. Like, that kind of the craziest shit in the world. And he was just like, what? He was like one of those, I should be offended, but I really want to start laughing at you moments. And that was pretty much chill. And he's like, well, I better get back to work anyway. He's like, well, it's nice to see you again. And I'm like, nice to see you too. And we went from there. So I ended up, smoking a lot, and it wasn't too bad. I necessarily didn't overdose, technically, or else I wouldn't be here. But I would tell you this for damn sure, it was possibly the best moments of my life. Like, seriously, if I were you, I'd say give it at least a try. You know, I was a little bit against smoking. I thought they were actually drugs, but it's not. It can be formed into a drug, but then again, who are we to say they have to stop doing it? I started seeing a lot of crazy shit, and I ended up smoking with at least another person, and I actually tried my very first blunt out, and I really, really liked it. You know, I'd have to at least say, if it wasn't for that, I would probably have the worst time of my life, but I didn't. I ended up listening to Pink Floyd, and I was just like, whoa. I ended up asking the question, if why the hell, if our government isn't going to allow us to smoke this weed, what the hell are the troops in for anyway? I mean, no insult to the military, simply because I want to join, but, you know, it's just kind of like, oh my god, this shit should be legal. And I start saying, forget it. I'm pro legalizing medical marijuana. I mean, not just for medical purposes, but also for consumers. And coming in the state of California, at least you can smoke a little bit of weed. You just need a fucking doctor's note, which one of my friends got. And then once you get a doctor's note, you're pretty much all set up. You could basically smoke as much as you want. I mean, they treat it sort of like alcohol. No one else can have it except for you. Just be sure to not operate any motor vehicles, which technically it's fine in my opinion. And we went from there. I started smoking a little bit more, and I had probably what I could consider to be the best moments of a college student's life. But, that was practically the story of how I smoked weed. I know this was pretty short, but I've got another one coming up very soon. And, I hope to see you guys all around. Peace the fuck out, niggas.